Most traders don't lose because they lack strategy. They lose because they cannot control themselves. A single candle appears on the screen, and suddenly discipline disappears. Fear enters, greed takes over, patience dies. The market is not fighting your wallet, it is fighting your emotions. One impulsive trade can destroy weeks of progress. One emotional decision can erase years of confidence. Weak emotions create strong losses. Controlled emotions create powerful traders. This audiobook is not about indicators. It is not about secret strategies. It is about mastering the mind behind the trade. Because when you control the candle, you control your reaction. When you control your reaction, you control your decisions. And when you control your decisions, you control your future.
Like, share, subscribe now. Control the candle before it controls you. The illusion of the candle. Listen carefully. The candle is not your enemy. The candle is not your friend. The candle is not even the problem. It is neutral. It has no emotion, no fear, no greed, no intention. It is just movement. Up, down, sideways, again, again, again. But here is what destroys traders. Not the candle, but the meaning they attach to it. You look at red and feel panic. You look at green and feel excitement. You look at movement and feel urgency. That is the mistake. You have already lost control before you click a button. Because the market does not break accounts first. Emotions do. Repeat this. The candle is neutral. My reaction is the risk. That's the key. Not the setup, not the indicator, not the strategy. Your reaction. You don't need more signals. You need less emotion. Why traders lose control. Most traders do not lose because they are wrong. They lose because they cannot wait. You see red candles falling and you panic exit too early. You see green candles rising and you chase too late. Fear creates one behavior, escape. Greed creates another behavior, overcommit. And ego? Ego creates revenge. You lose one trade and suddenly you're not trading anymore. You're fighting. You're proving. You're trying to get it back. That's not trading. That's emotional collapse. Repeat this.
Fear exits early. Greed exits late. Ego destroys accounts. That's the cycle. And most traders repeat it daily. You have a choice. Break the cycle or become the cycle. The discipline gap. Professional traders are not emotionally different. They are behaviorally different. That's the truth no one wants to accept. They feel fear too. They feel greed too. They feel frustration too, but they do not act on it. Beginners chase movement. Masters wait for confirmation. Amateurs react instantly. Professionals delay response. That gap, that small pause between impulse and action, that is where money is made. Not in prediction, not in speed, in control. Repeat this. Calm traders survive. Emotional traders disappear. Say it again. Calm traders survive. Emotional traders disappear. Because in the market, survival comes first, profit comes second, and most people skip survival. Every candle is a test. You think you are trading charts. You are not. You are being tested. Every candle is a question. Can you wait? Can you hold? Can you follow your plan? Can you resist revenge? Can you stay still? Most people fail, not once, but repeatedly, because every new candle feels urgent, every movement feels like opportunity. But here is the truth. Waiting is often more profitable than acting. You don't need more trades, you need better timing. And better timing comes from patience, not prediction. Repeat this. Waiting is a position, patience is a strategy. That's the discipline gap, and it is the reason most accounts fail. Rules versus emotions. A strong trader follows rules even when emotions scream otherwise. Let that sink in. Even when it hurts, even when it feels wrong, even when the market is moving fast, even when everyone else is jumping in. Rules do not bend for emotion, but emotion always tries to break rules. That's the conflict, and every trader lives inside it. One side says, take it now. The other side says, wait for confirmation. One side says, you might miss out. The other side says, you might lose. And here is where most traders collapse. They trust emotion over system. Repeat this. Your system must be stronger than your feelings. Not equal, stronger. Because feelings are temporary. Systems are survival. Losses are not the enemy. Listen closely. You will lose trades. That is not failure. That is normal. What destroys traders is not loss, it is reaction to loss. One controlled loss is growth. One emotional loss becomes destruction. After a loss, something happens. You hesitate or you overreact. Both are dangerous. Hesitation creates missed opportunity. Overreaction creates revenge trades. Neither is disciplined. Both are emotional. You don't need to avoid losses. You need to manage yourself after losses. Repeat this. The loss is not the problem. My reaction is the problem. That's the truth most people avoid because it removes excuses. The market exposes you. The market does not create weakness, it reveals it. If you are impatient outside trading, you will be impatient inside trading. If you are impulsive in life, you will be impulsive on charts. If you cannot control boredom, you will overtrade. The market is a mirror, not a mystery, and it shows you exactly who you are. You cannot fake discipline here. You cannot pretend patience here. It shows instantly. You have a choice. Change yourself or keep repeating loss patterns. Repetition builds control. Trading success is not built in one moment. It is built in repetition. Same behavior, same patience, same rules, same execution. Day after day after day. Not excitement, not adrenaline, not impulse. Consistency. That is the real edge. Most traders search for new strategies, but the real upgrade is repetition of discipline. Repeat this. Success is repetition, not reaction. Again, same discipline, same patience, same control. Over and over until it becomes automatic. Psychological warfare. Every candle is psychological warfare. It attacks your mind silently. It whispers, enter now, exit now, don't miss this, you are late, you are early. It never stops talking. But you don't have to listen. That's the difference. Weak traders hear it and obey. Strong traders hear it and ignore. The candle is pressure, not truth. Repeat this. The candle moves. The disciplined mind remains still. Say it again. The candle moves, the disciplined mind remains still. That is control. That is survival. That is trading mastery. Final takeaway. Let everything settle now. The candle is neutral. Your reaction is everything. Fear will push you out early. Greed will push you in late. Ego will push you into revenge. But discipline keeps you alive. You have a choice every moment. React emotionally or respond strategically. You don't need their permission. You don't need validation. You don't need noise. You need control. Because in trading, calm traders survive. Emotional traders disappear. That's the key. And if you understand this chapter fully, then the next lesson is even harder, because now we move from controlling the candle to controlling yourself when the candle moves against you. The market will always move. Candles will rise, candles will fall. Noise will never stop. But your power begins the moment your emotions stop controlling your actions. A weak mind reacts instantly. A trained mind waits calmly. Remember this. The goal is not to predict every candle. The goal is to master yourself while the candles move. Because trading is not only financial. It is psychological. It is emotional. It is personal. Every chart reveals your habits. Every trade reveals your discipline. Every candle reveals your mindset. So the next time the market moves violently, breathe. Stay still. Follow the plan. Control the candle. Control your emotions. Control your mind. And eventually, you control your future.